Hello, I am, in the kitchen, well, the dining room. I am getting ready to do some rearranging because we just ordered and got it in the mail yesterday, a grain mill. It has been something we have been wanting for a very long time. Last time I looked at the Nutri-Mill grain mills was probably a year ago, and the only one I remember seeing was the white one, which I wasn't a huge fan of the way it looked, which sounds really silly, but I don't know, I think less plastic in our lives, in my life, I prefer, or things that like look clunky. I just like it when things feel nice and obviously work nice. So I was thinking of going in the direction of buying the crank mill, like the hand-turned ones, because I just thought they looked more beautiful. And in my mind I was thinking if the electric ever went out, we would still be able to mill grain. We've been saying we were gonna go out to Lehman's and see the mills in person and buy one when we go visit out there, and we just haven't gone out there. And I didn't want to buy a grain mill that's like you have to hand turn unless I see it in person. That was just what I was thinking. But then I had seen that Nutri-Mill had a sale, and it was on one of their mills that I had never seen before, and it's like so beautiful. And so it actually wasn't really a sale on the mill, it just, you paid for the mill and you would get a free oxygen taking out container and then a bamboo cutting board with a scale for free. So it was $345 and you got all of those things. And since we've been waiting for a year to get one, and I had bought whole wheat berries last year thinking we were gonna order one, we were like, you know what, let's just go ahead and buy it, and then we have it and it's done, and then I can buy more wheat berries, and then as far as grain goes, we'll be prepared. And then as far as the hand cranking thing goes, I was like, you know what, realistically, like if the electric goes out, we're not going to be making bread. I mean, maybe we would be, I don't know. I'll show you the grain mill and then also how I'm going to rearrange the kitchen. I actually have already rearranged the kitchen once since we've been home from South Africa. I wanted to bring in this crate that we had out in the garage as a way of like extra pantry storage, since we don't have a pantry in this house, so that's why our pantry is open. We have one closet, but it's kind of like a multi-purpose closet of where the vacuum is, where storage stuff is, and then also where our like 5-gallon and 1-gallon buckets of extra food are. But that's not something we like access all the time. That's just like where storage stuff goes. So I was trying to figure out a better way to store other things, like all the stuff we got from our Azure order last time, and this wood crate I felt was going to be a good option. And the way we organized the kitchen, it actually works. Okay, so here is what we've got going on currently. So if you remember, and I'll put a picture up of what it looked like before, and now I have moved this thing against that wall, mainly to fit this old crate that we got at an auction last year. We had planned on selling it and I never ended up listing it. I liked it too much. I felt like it was very functional. This area is all of my herbs. Sorry, that sunlight is not helping this. I have a lot of the herbs, well, it's probably about half and half are herbs that I've purchased, and that's mainly the top, with a few exceptions, like the dandelion and the yarrow leaf are from our garden, but everything else was from last year's purchases. And then this middle shelf is mostly from us with a few exceptions. So obviously the rosemary we got from Azure recently, and the alfalfa and motherwort, but everything else, the dong quai we purchased. But yeah, everything else is from our own garden. This our own motherwort. You can tell the stuff that has been purchased is much more finely ground up like this motherwort, and then my own motherwort I've left the leaves whole because it keeps all the nutritional properties intact rather than crushing them up and allowing more oxygen to get to them. So I try to keep all of my herbs that I gather as whole as possible. And then this bottom section is a mixture of our loose leaf teas and then spices like turmeric and peppercorn and mustard, and then my canning stuff that I have, and then extra flour and extra spices down here. And then this is all of our chocolate chips and carob chips that I keep in this little basket. And then this is also just extra leftover storage stuff from our iHERB orders, things that didn't quite fit into my glass jars but is still in the brown bag stuff. So I just roll them up and put them in here and then refill my jars as needed. And then this is how I'm storing this stuff. Basically all the stuff that I got from iHERB. And that just keeps it nice and tucked away. And then I'll go ahead and show you what I have going on here since we're at it. So this is all of our relish and pickles and pickled beets from our garden last year. And then along with our seed sprout stuff, the oysters that we have in bulk, strawberry jam, and then my canned goods that I have got from iHERB, which, yeah, I bought these not knowing we weren't going to be here for the winter, thinking we would be doing lots of chilies, which obviously it's still cold out and I still can, but I think I'm going to have all of these things into tomato season, which the plan was for this stuff to sustain us until we have tomatoes. But yeah, we were gone for 2.5 months, which was a blessing, but now we have extra food on hand. So then all of my breakfast stuff is down here. So we make oats that we soak the night before, and we do a mixture of steel cut, rolled, and buckwheat. We have this area over here, which a lot of it, I mean, I bought a huge thing of lentils a while ago, and we just don't consume a lot of lentils, and every once in a while we will. I'll soak and I'll sprout them and we'll eat them, but it's definitely not a main part of our lifestyle. So right now I'm not too worried about it, just keeping them on hand as like a future food storage thing. And then we've got our dates and einkorn pastas and coconut sugar and yeah, all of this good stuff. And this is the area where I'm gonna redo it. So now I'll show you the grain mill. So because we got that deal, it came in like 3 big boxes. So one of them was the cutting board. So this came free with it, and the scale, which did come with a battery, which is a miracle. And this is so exciting because I've actually been wanting another scale because I use our kitchen scale for weighing all of the Etsy stuff that we sell. And I'm wanting to put all of our Etsy shipping stuff upstairs. Right now, I package it upstairs, bring it down, print it at our printer over here, and then use the kitchen scale to weigh the packages. And what I would like to do is put the printer out of the downstairs area up into my packaging room, and then put my other kitchen scale upstairs, and then everything can just stay up there, and I don't feel like I'm always making a mess every time I'm packaging Etsy orders. Anyways, it slides right in to the cutting board. That's really nice. And then the other thing is this Smart Seal oxygen absorber thing. So you can put your fresh ground flour in here, and then I don't know how it works. I haven't actually looked into it that much. You put the lid on it, and then it comes with this charger. So this is how you charge it. And then you like hit this power button and it starts taking the oxygen out. So I mean, I would have never bought this, but it's pretty cool. We'll use it. And then to the main thing. It comes with this adorable little brush for cleaning it. And then this little cup, I guess, for when it comes out. But this is the most beautiful grain mill I've ever seen in my life. Ta-da! It's beautiful. Let's see if I can get it better. Okay, now you can see it a little bit better, but isn't it just so pretty? So you can actually choose what color you want. There was like black, brown, pink, navy, green, white. We liked the white one. So my friend Victoria from At Her Willing Hands has talked about creating stations in her kitchen, and that is what inspired me to kind of create this style. I did a pantry renovation video at the end of last year where I changed things around, and now I'd like to change things around to be able to put the grain mill here instead of on our kitchen counter. Okay, here is what we've got. I'm not sure. This is how I always feel when I rearrange the pantry. I am not sure about it. But I don't hate it. My diffuser and my little lamp, there's now no room for it, so I need to figure out a new place for it. And I'm just wondering also if this little top I have too cluttered. I think I might have to move that because now it's just too low. I like the mill. I like the way that this all looks over here. I think it's really pretty. Okay, I'm gonna try out the grain mill. So it said the first thing you should do is pour 2 cups of rice. That's pretty cool. It is now the next morning, and I am mixing our sourdough starter. I'm hoping to make sourdough bread today, so we'll have some tomorrow. And I've decided I really like our little kitchen, how I've rearranged it. I think it looks really nice. I need to just figure out the wall stuff. Everything just feels so pushed down, so I will be working on that. But love the Nutri-Mill. I'm so excited to make flour with it today for bread, and yeah, it's such a huge blessing and an investment into our family.